That was the Albert story. The story goes, she thought you were crazy. And I think she was right. But you must have had something special because here you are 50 years later. I love to hear you tell this story. It's one of my favorites, and I just see the love light up in your eyes for Mom. And then there's a story I've also heard all my life that I asked you about where y'all got married. When I would ask Dad this question, I'd say, Dad, now seriously, where did y'all get married? Huh? We got married at the laundromat. I said, Dad, you got to be crazy. No, honey, he said, I did here in the spin cycle. I'm still not sure about the spin cycle part, but I have verified the laundromat with Mom and Dad, with Mom. That's where they said the judge was, so they had to go there to get married. So all of you who think you have to have a big, fancy wedding in order to make a marriage work, here's proof that that's not really so. Okay, since Dad is like, y'all know he is like the ultimate storyteller, am I right? Yeah. Okay. Well, Jeff and I have a few we'd like to share with you. Y'all can't imagine what it was like for Jeff and I growing up with these two. Especially this one. One of our most memorable Christmases was, and I know Mom will remember this, Dad wrapped this huge box. It was heavy. It was filled with snow chains, window cleaner, windshield towels, multi-G oil, which was the best oil ever, and it probably still would be. I think it had bricks, railroad spikes. Y'all get the gist of the thing. It was really heavy. Well, Mom was so excited. She had this big, heavy box. She goes to unwrap it, and there's another wrap present in there that she opens up. She gets really excited. You know, forget the snow chains and stuff. She opens it, it's a pair of house shoes. She was not happy about it. She chunked them across the room. Dad is dying laughing. He's laughing so hard. He said, Hon, I think you might want to check those house shoes. They're not just some ordinary house shoes. These are special. So she immediately gets up and runs to get them, and the first one she came to didn't have anything special in it. But the next one that she picked up did, and Dad had in it buried a diamond ring. Growing up, we had many dogs, cats. We also had one special dog named Cookie. She was a dachshund. And Uncle Teddy probably remembers her. I know he still does. I don't know why she wouldn't quit writing her name on the furniture. For whatever reason, her name kept showing up. I tried to tell Mom she was a really smart dog, and she didn't believe me. Joshua doesn't believe how smart she was, and Jeff and I lived through her. We know that she was. Let's see here. Yes. This was the day that Dad and I got in trouble. Yeah, we were, Uncle Teddy might remember this one because it was during our dirt bike days. We were getting all dressed up to go somewhere, and we were waiting on Mom to get ready. Dad and I were already ready, so we went for a ride back behind Uncle Bill and Aunt Marcella's house. It was a little trail back in the woods and stuff, and you might know there was mud everywhere. Well, when we came back, I was covered in mud, and I don't think Mama liked us very much at that time. If you ever had a parent that smoked, this is one way to get your kids not to smoke. You just sit behind your daddy that does smoke, you roll down his window to flick out the ashes, and they come on me. So I always had to sit behind that. Well, then I'd scoot over, and then Jeff would start in. She's on my side. There was his side. And then I'd say, well, Daddy's ashes are getting on me, and then Mom would holler, Sam, put out the cigarette. And then Jeff would holler, she's still on my side. Needless to say, to go somewhere, Jeff has his side, I have my side. Still We've had a rabbit that got eaten by a border collie.
She didn't do that.
That's true. They couldn't they? We had some donkeys, Simon, Judy, and Artie Mae. Artie Mae was named after my great-grandmother. She was sweet, and she always said her name wasn't fit for a donkey, so we were... Buzzer rabbit. She's the one that ate bugs. Yeah. We can't forget Heidi and Hans. They were our other little dachshunds that we loved very much. Pete and Festus were two of the most common pit bull dogs you've ever seen. Was it Festus that used to prop himself up? Or was it Pete?
We had stroke.
Oh, Pete. Was it Festus? Festus used to prop himself up against a tree to dig. That's how much he loved to dig. So even though he couldn't dig with both feet, he'd prop himself up and dig with his other. Let's see. What else do we have? Oh, there was Bucky the Spitz-a-poo you ran over.
That was Dummy Dog.
It's Dummy Dog. And then we had a cat that, well, we can't name.
This is our hair.
Yeah, it is. We had a cat that Dad named. She was black. Love each other, we're family. And no matter where you're going, when you get there, that's where you're leaving. Have fun doing whatever you're doing and make sure that you laugh often. And if you're having a cookout, make sure you have plenty to eat. One of the most important lessons that we learned growing up, and if y'all remember, Dad started out with Motel City Gulf. Gulf stands for Give Until Life Fails. Dad said that's what was going to happen to him. There are many more stories that we can share with you. And there's no possible way to put down every moment of 50 years. You have been blessed with two outstanding children. We're expecting him any day. Though we possibly can't put down every detail, there's one thing for sure, this family has been blessed with love. In closing, I have one more story from Dad. And he just told me this a couple of weeks ago. When they went to get married, they needed some wedding rings, and they had no money, they had no credit. Scott Rose worked for Gina Jewelers, and he allowed Dad to charge 2 wedding bands and pay them out $5 a month until he got them paid for. Dad went back there for this 50th anniversary occasion, and if y'all see my lovely mother today, you'll see some beautiful earrings and a necklace that Dad got her for this occasion that he bought from Gina Jewelers. And she's wearing them very proudly today. She walked into the house yesterday, and she had them on with her pajamas.